sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air, it's Dampier. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And they'll just down it right there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Salter. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. Grabbed over the middle. It's Welsh. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
One one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Oh, they're after him! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got him. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat and the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. On the option. Now the pitch. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Firing to the right, complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback...
And it's blocked. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Forced out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he's got a chance. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Dampier. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
They go to the ground, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Now improvising. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little time with his feet. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the offense offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. The Utes will move the sticks with the 1st down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the 1st half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut. And all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? The run from the shotgun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Utah! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Salter. That's reeled in, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead up to 5 in the second quarter. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One final play of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Welch.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buffaloes are flying down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a crease, it's Hayden. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This is why Rice-Eccles one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Colorado! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's open. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. They'll give it to the back. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Got a man, it's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rides the back on the option to give. And the Buffaloes get the first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Here's pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Bring in the heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He's going to take off. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Dampier. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Hayden. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Throwing right. A strike downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Utes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Utah.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Snags it at the 30 and still running.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Takes a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Parker. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Runs through a tackle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Fights off a defender. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Welsh. Powers through the defender. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. With jet sweep pass. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback running on the draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Picks up 9. Coming up, 4th down.
The Utes line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They booted away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take the knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State. They used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.